Hi, my name is Sheldon from Panaya, and today I'm here with Alex Leedon. He's our Salesforce solution architect, and today we're going to be discussing regression testing within Salesforce. So Alex, why is regression testing such a big deal in Salesforce environments?
Yeah, that's a great question, because first of all, in Salesforce regression testing is something that is done by many people, but not all of their business applications and managers and Salesforce admins understand that it is not optional, okay? It's absolutely mandatory. And I can bring you here 3 reasons for that. So the first reason is that Salesforce updates constantly. It's also always evolving. On the top of the weekly patches or monthly patches, you have from the Salesforce side 3 major releases 3 times a year. And I'll give you a very short example. Even a small change like redirection of your business names for your orgs in the URLs can cause, for example, when it is deployed into a Salesforce with the new release, can cause the failures of connecting to the partners and customer portals, right? And you need to test it and you need to fix it in order not to stop your sales operations. That is very important. And the changes are coming not only from the Salesforce side, and it brings me to the second item, is that the ongoing constant customization on the weekly and monthly basis from the business request and the business stakeholders request these changes from the Salesforce teams. And enterprise orgs often have hundreds of custom objects, thousands of fields, dozens of very complex automation workflows that are always changing. So in any change, when you bring the new feature to your org, it can just break contracts, commissions, and make a lot of noise in your org. And of course, we know that not only the direct cost is very high for regression testing, because it's not only the change of this feature and not only fixing the bug, but it also stops the whole production org, and people are waiting for the change, for the fix of something that was working and now is broken with the new feature.
And how does that fit into UAT? Like, aren't business users already testing?
Absolutely, they do test, but the UAT usually in the concept of Salesforce team covers only new functionality. So you innovate and you test these new innovations. It doesn't check the existing workflows. It doesn't check in depth what is working now as it was working yesterday after this feature has been implemented, right? So one of our customers, I'll bring you a very quick example, introduced the AI-powered opportunity scoring, and this opportunity scoring passed all functionality testing. However, on the regression test, the customer actually saw that the opportunity assignment to the sales rep, the routing to the sales rep after lead conversion, and of course the task automation following that, the emails to the managers, etc., just stopped working. And they understand that the new feature broke it, so they fixed the new feature, retest all the functionality, and now everything is working fine. But otherwise, it just stopped their pipeline, they stopped their sales operation. And the most important thing is to combine UAT and regression tests together to ensure that one thing that we are improving and changing is not breaking 3 others.
Yeah, that's the most important.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, what would you say are the biggest challenges that customers face, like specifically with Salesforce regression testing?
The Salesforce is always changing, as I already said. So when Salesforce is changing, you need to update your test cases. Okay, it's changed by the release or it's changed by the team. So you need to update your test cases to cover the new scenarios. So sometimes up to 60% of the test cases need to be changed on the monthly basis. It's a lot of work. Another thing, it drains a lot of resources, especially manual testing, because a lot of teams today are doing still all the testing based on the Excel spreadsheets, okay, which is not the best practice at all. And of course, there are many integration failures and blind spots, because Salesforce is not the system that lives today in the bubble. It lives in the enterprise landscape, and it's integrated with SAP, with Oracle. So it needs to cover all the integration points, and we need to ensure that the regression testing also covers these endpoints. Okay?
Absolutely.
And of course, you need to cover all the testing, because today, due to the high cost, you just cover part of the 60-70% of major automation cases. What about other 40-30%?
Right.
So imagine at that point, for those people, for those niche, unique cases, it's very important. So it needs to be tested as well. The coverage is very important.
And how do we at Panaya actually like solve this problem?
We solve this problem by actually accelerating the testing. We make the automation, all the manual processes for the testing. And of course, we do it without code. So we need the people who actually can just record the specific test scenarios. We create the test from the scratch. And we also ensure that this test will not be broken on the any coming Salesforce release and any changes, because we are using the self-healing technology powered by AI, okay, that allows us to fix the test on the fly with the next releases of Salesforce or the changes that can be on the specific org. Another thing that we do, we also make the changes on we also make the testing of the backend. We are not just seeing what happened on the screen, but we can also verify and validate if indeed the opportunity was created and indeed the new opportunity has created the order in the ERP, right?
Yeah.
So we make all those validations behind the scenes. And of course, the change intelligence, impact analysis. This is huge because we know exactly what is impacted and what needs to be tested. We don't waste effort. Our metadata dependencies visual map allows for every tester to understand what is the impact.
Yeah, well, that definitely beats spreadsheets. It's like literally night and day. So that brings us to like the final piece. So how would someone actually use Panaya during UAT?
So first of all, you need to prepare your baseline, okay? You need to do kind of baseline mapping to understand what components are impacted, what things need to be tested. So you do the change intelligence inventory of all the objects and flows in your. The next thing, you have to embed the regressions in UAT. So you actually have to test the existing processes, the existing important critical business processes into your user acceptance testing of the new functionality and to see how they play together. And the last but not the least is actually to say, okay, ensure continuity, ensure that you can automate your deployment. Like if you work today with the DevOps test center, you can integrate Panaya testing to run each time when you deploy the new feature to see that all regression tests are passing.
Wow.
So yes, this way the UAT becomes the real continuous quality gate with the regression testing and not the bottleneck.
That's incredible. I love it. Thanks, Alex. That was like super helpful. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Be sure to like, subscribe, and to follow us. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you so much. Thank you.